Off our opening tip, we'll get our next game of the day underway between Grace and Cornerstone. Grace in those blue uniforms going left to right. Cornerstone in the white uniforms going right to left. This is Boys Division 3. Give me the starters here in just a second. 3 ball in the wing, rattles around and in for Tyler Dorsum. And is a 3-0 lead. For Grace, it's going to be Malcolm Rather, Jalen Glasgow, Marquez Rather, Tyler Dorsum, and Khalil Foamby. For Cornerstone Prep, it is Devon Sweat, David Melcher, Austin Red, Joshua Green, and Elijah Cundiff to get this game underway. Tell you more about both of these teams as we move on through this broadcast. Marquez Rather out front. Anyway, Malcolm and Marquez are twins here in this Grace lineup. That 3 ball off the mark. And Cornerstone trying to bring it up. Right into the front court. Was left side. Good take to the rim. Layup missed, though, by Green. 3 ball in the corners off the mark. Ball underneath now taken away. Ball pushed ahead to Green down the lane, and he'll lay it in.
Joshua Green.
Back the other way. Runner won't go. The rebound cleared out underneath by Cundiff. Elijah underneath is fouled ahead to the free throw line. Foul will be on Marquez Rather, his first, team first.
Fouls on number 22, Marquez Rather, his first, team first.
Free throw here, rattles around and off. Second free throw, no good. Rebound back up and now taken away by Grace. Pushing up the far side of the floor, Malcolm Rather trying to kick it off on the wing to Dorsum. Crossed over Cundiff and then airmailed it off the near side. Cornerstone brings it back up. Green got a step along the baseline and lays it in.
Joshua Green.
So Green with the bucket. Now a 4-3 lead for Cornerstone. Back to the way, that's deflected. Track down. Baseline jumper off the mark. Rebound underneath to Marquez Rather. That wouldn't go. Outlet pass to Green. Down the lane and one. So Joshua Green with the bucket. So foul on Jalen Glasgow, his first. Be the second on Grace. And that free throw is good. Now a 7-3 lead. And that's stolen away, and wow, what a pass ahead, and the layup by Green is good. That steal by Devon Sweat was one thing, the pass was something else. Then we get a whistle and a foul in the front court. So Devon Sweat with his first, team first.
His first, team first.
So Devon picks up the foul, and Tyler Dorsum, the 6-foot junior, to the free throw line here for Grace. First one is good. Grace Christian Academy out of Waldorf, Maryland. 11-10 on the year, 7-5 in conference, coached by John Stokes in his second year as head coach. So free throw off the mark. Red traveled with it.
Timothy Green checking in now for the Cougars.
So on the baseline, that runner missed. Cornerstone would get him up. 3 ball in the corner, wouldn't go. On the run comes Grace, and the layup from Malcolm Rather. In front, Green. Hands it off now. 3 ball in the corner. That won't go from Joshua Green. And now Grace to bring it up. So Glasgow backs out. And a timeout to Grace. 30-second timeout. Be back here in just a moment. You're watching the NACA. Well, the timeout, 16-footer off the mark from Glasgow. Rebound taken away underneath and then laid in by Tyler Dorson. 9-8 is the lead now for Cornerstone. Sweat ran out of room. Left it off for Joshua Green, who missed the runner, and it will be Cougar basketball again.
Number 20 now for the Knights.
And a travel on Timothy Green. Baseline 3 ball, that won't go for Robert Twine. In the lane, that left off to Red. And we got a whistle and a foul underneath.
Fouls on number 5, P.J. Winters, his first, team third.
So P.J. Winters picks up his first foul. It'll be the team third. Free throw is good by Austin. And Red will have one more coming. In the middle of the floor, we got a whistle and a foul on Marquez Rather. His second, team fourth.
Keith Wilson in now. as well as David Melcher.
Green trying to work baseline in the post to Red. Got double team there and a travel. Give it back to Grace. Now front three ball, that won't go. And now Cornerstone to bring it back up. Little spin move, that won't go for Cundiff. Good pass on the inside, little turnaround from Austin Red. Nice little floater with the right hand. Three ball on the wing. That won't go for Dorsum. Red pushes it up the far side to Sweat. Down the lane, and he's fouled. They'll head to the line.
Number 5, PJ Winters.
So PJ Winters will pick up his second foul. It's the team fifth.
Devon Sweat reports to the Cougars free throw line.
Free throw is good.
Jeremiah Jones, Tyrell Wallace. And for the Knights, to be green for the Cougars.
Sweat, it's a pair, 15-8. Free throw line jumper off the mark, that deflected out of bounds. It will stay with Grace. And that lost out of bounds. Inside Red, that wouldn't go. Saved underneath. Jones trying to work baseline, left it in the middle. Fadeaway jumper, no good by Malcolm Rather. Outlet pass ahead, layup missed. Down to 7 seconds to go in the corner. On the lane, that's good by Marquise Wilson. And that'll do it for the quarter. 15-10 is the lead for Cornerstone. Back with quarter two in a moment. You're watching the NACA. Start of quarter two. 15-10 lead for Cornerstone. Underneath, the turnaround wouldn't go, but the rebound put back up and in by David Melcher. 17-10. Turnaround jump on the baseline wouldn't go. Rebound to Green. Down the baseline goes Melcher. Ran on a rune and had it knocked out of bounds, but it will stay with Cornerstone. In the corner, 3 ball off the mark. And we got a whistle and a foul.
That was number 22, Marquez Rather, his third, team 6.
Marquez Rather picks up his third, team 6th. Inbounds pass is picked off. And runner won't go. Rebound loose, picked up by Green. To the middle of the floor to Red. Good pass ahead. Layup missed, but tipped up and in by Austin Red. And the 3 ball on the wing is good by Marquise Wilson. And we've got a timeout to Cornerstone. Back in just a moment. You're watching the NACA. And that pass deflected out of bounds. It will stay with Cornerstone. Underneath, couldn't move by Red. Couldn't finish though. Ball on the wing, that's good.
Marquise Wilson.
Triple by Marquise Wilson, his second 3 of the game. 19-16. And kicks it over on the wing, got a whistle and another turnover.
Joshua Green in for the Cougars.
got a whistle on a travel on PJ Winters. On the baseline, runner wouldn't go by Melcher. And once again, we got another turnover. The baseline, Red missed the up and under. Red had the board underneath, had it knocked out of his hands, and it will be Cornerstone basketball. Sweat, that's the middle of the floor. Cundiff couldn't finish, but the rebound put back up in, plus the foul. So Joshua Green with the bucket.
Foul number 21, Joshua Green, his first team second. Correction, that is on Jalen Glasgow.
That's his second.
And Joshua Green is at the line.
Green trying to complete the three-point play. Rebound put back up. No, we got another foul though.
That was on number 21, Jalen Glasgow.
It's Glasgow's third.
Team 8. Elijah Cundiff to the line.
Free throw good by Cundiff. (23-16). Malcolm Mather holds. Three ball out front, that's no good. Rebound, kick back out. Mather hands it off, and now all the way back out front it comes for Marquise Wilson. On the lane, good take to the rim. That's actually a nice pass too. Finish from Tyler Dorsum. 23-18. Get on the corner, three ball there, won't go. Tipped out of bounds, and it will stay with the Cougars. Top three ball, that's no good. Rebound underneath, put back up and in by Austin Red. 25-18. Only 2:45 to go in the half. Three ball on the wing, that won't go. Rebound tracked down by Cornerstone, back the other way, Sweat. Kicks it to the baseline, three ball there is good. Triple by David Melcher. And now a 28-18 lead for Cornerstone and a timeout to Grace. Back with more in a minute. You're watching the NACA. Down the lane, and the layup good by PJ Winters. 28-20 Cornerstone. Melcher back up top of Sweat. Gets double teamed, now kicks it back out to Red. And kind of lost it in the lane. Will be Grace basketball. In the lane, that's taken away, and now Cornerstone to push it back up. Sweat into the front court as Grace into a 2-3 zone here. Sweat for three up top, that's good. So Sweat with a triple. Makes it 31-20. Get their way, and the layup good underneath by Jalen Glasgow. 31-22, approaching 1 minute to go on the half. Baseline three, that wouldn't go. Track down out front. Swan again with it. So Cornerstone going to hold for one here. Cornerstone out of Ackworth, Georgia. 27-7 on the year, coached by Josh Cower in his 23rd year. They were the state runner-up in GAPPS Division I AA. Trying to add a national banner to the state runner-up. On the baseline, that's good by Cundiff, back the other way. Last second shot won't go. And at the end of the half, it's 33-22, the lead for Cornerstone. First half scoring totals for Grace: Malcolm Mather with 2 points, PJ Winters with 2 points, Jan Glasgow with 2, Tyler Dorsum with 8 points, including a 3 and 1 of 2 from the line. 8 points from Marquise Wilson, including 2 3-point field goals. Grace 3 of 10 from 3-point range. For Cornerstone, Devon Sweats, 5 points, including 2 of 2 from the line and 1 3-point field goal. 5 for David Melcher, including a 3. 8 for Austin Red, he's 2 of 2 from the line. 11 points for Joshua Green, he's 1 of 2 from the stripe. 4 for Elijah Cundiff, he's 2 of 4 from the line. Cornerstone 2 of 7 from 3-point range. 33-22 is the lead for Cornerstone. Got about 10 minutes before the start of half number 2. We're back with that second half in just a little bit. You're watching the NACA National Tournament.
Can one choice change a life? When it's a big choice like choosing a college, it's safe to say yes. Put yourself in the shoes of a new student. You want teachers you can really learn from, classes you look forward to, friends who share your faith, and times you won't forget. But more than that, you want a college that prepares you to serve God with your life. Pensacola Christian College offers all this and more. Come see what a Christ-centered campus is like during college days at Pensacola Christian College. Visit pcci.edu for more info.
So 3-point field goal out front by Malcolm Rather, making it 33-25 is now a steal, and Rice trying to get things even closer here. Down the lane, that blocked. It's tipped back out, taken away by Malcolm Rather. On the run, ahead to Dorsum. 3-ball in the corner, that won't go. And the rebound carries out of bounds. Down the lane, good pass ahead, and the layup from Elijah Cundiff. 35-25, 7 minutes to go in the third. And we have an over and back violation. Crossing underneath, that shot blocked and taken away. Out on the run comes Winters down the lane, throws that up, no. Winters goes back up again, no. Sweat into the front court, kicks it off along the baseline. Layup missed there. This tipped out of bounds, and it will be Grace basketball. And a whistle in the front court.
Number 2, Devon Sweat.
So Sweat picks up his second foul. Team first this half on Cornerstone. Yeah, we have a whistle. And another foul. So Elijah Cundiff picks up his first foul, team second. 3-ball in the corner off the mark. Rebound underneath, put back up, no. Now finally cleared out by Cornerstone. And it's taken away on the run, rather. That's kicked out of bounds, and it will stay with Grace here. Down the lane, that layup up and in by Tyler Dorsum. 35-27. And back it comes past the middle of the lane. That was blocked. Back the other way comes Grace on the run down the lane, and the finish by Jalen Glasgow, and a timeout to Cornerstone. 30-second timeout, 35-29 Cornerstone, 5:35 to go in the third. Back with more in a moment. You're watching the NACA. Pass ahead and the layup by Elijah Cundiff. 37-29. The other way, that runner wouldn't go. Pass ahead, knocked out of bounds. It will be Cougar basketball. So Malcolm Mather will pick up his first foul. Team first on Grace. Underneath, got a whistle and I believe a traveling violation.
Okay, Ratter in now for the Knights. As well as Khalil Fumbe.
And we got a whistle and a timeout. So a 30-second timeout. Again, back here in just a moment. So Grace into the front court here. 3 ball on the wing. That won't go from Rather. Back the other way comes Cornerstone on the run. Layup wouldn't go for Joshua Green. Now taking down Wilson into the front court. He missed the layup. Right away with it again. Pushes it ahead. That layup wouldn't go. Whistle and a jump ball.
Jalen Glasgow and Tyler Garson in now for the Knights.
So when it comes to Red, trying to spin it up with his left hand, that wouldn't go. Now on the run comes Wilson, pushes it ahead. At the layup, that's good, plus the foul. Club foul on Sweat, which is his third. And team third. So to the free throw line goes Malcolm Rather. Chance at a three-point play. And hits the free throw, 37-32. On a 5-point game, 4 minutes to go in the third. Down the lane, the layup missed, but put back up and in by David Melcher. 39-32. 3 ball on the wing. That won't go. Red with the board. Outlet pass ahead. Melcher down the lane. That wouldn't go. And underneath, that layup goes for Elijah Cundiff. 41-32. Off on the wing, 3 ball there is good. Triple for Marquise Wilson. (41-35). And that pass sails out of bounds.
PJ Winters in now.
So Wilson out front. Alley-oop pass back door, and the layup by PJ Winters. A nice play for Grace. Well executed, 41-37. Right on the inside is fouled. And we'll go on Marcus Wilson.
First, team second.
His first,
Austin Red at the line.
second on the team. Free throw missed here. Down the lane, that wouldn't go. Rebound put back up and in though by Jalen Glasgow. 42-39. Coming up on 2 minutes to go in the third. And on the break, that layup is good by Marquise Wilson. Looked like Tyler Dorsum fell to the ground on the far side. Might have, not sure if he was injured or just knocked to the ground. Definitely having some trouble getting off the floor, so. In the post, good pass across, and the layup by Elijah Cundiff, 44-41, coming up in a minute and a half to go in the third. Down the lane, that's blocked. We have a whistle and just out of bounds. Down the lane, that runner wouldn't go by Malcolm Rather. On the break, Red down the lane and lays it in with the left hand.
Red.
46-41. And we got an illegal screen out front. So Jalen Glasgow will pick up his fourth and team third. Now into the last minute of this third quarter. And we had a whistle, and I might count that too, potentially.
Foul number 3, Marquise Wilson.
So Marquise Wilson picks up his second. That's the fourth on Grace. So Jonathan Anderson got the first one to go. We'll see if he can get the free throw too. And that rolls in. 49-41 as we approach 30 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Pass underneath, broken up. Red had it, and then a whistle and a travel. Send it back over to Grace. On the lane, good take to the rim and the layup by Malcolm Rather. 49-43 down to the final 5 seconds of the third quarter. And that won't go, and that'll do it for the third. We'll head to quarter number 4 in just a moment. You're watching the NACA. So runner down the lane is good as Glasgow gets the bucket. 49-45. Green goes inside, a whistle and a 3-second violation. Send it back over to Grace.
Elijah Cundiff back in.
And Elijah Cundiff will check back in. Jumper on the wing wouldn't go. Rebound tip back out. On the break, Red down the lane. Will lay it up and in.
Austin Red.
51-45. And back on the other end, the layup goes by Marquez Rather. Cornerstone will back it out here, and they'll try to work in the near side with the whistle. And out of bounds it goes. I think, well, maybe it's a 5-second call. Lane, that handed off. Runner won't go. The rebound knocked out of Red's hands, but a whistle and a foul.
That was number 22, Marquez Rather, his fourth.
So Marquez Rather will pick up his fourth.
Jay Winters back in.
Down the lane, that layup is good. Good strong take to the hoop by Joshua Green, 53-47. Ball on the wing, that's good. Triple by PJ Winters. 53-50, 5:50 to go in this one. Up top three ball, that's good. Triple for Devin Sweat. Now 56-50, 5:30 to go in the game. Step back three, that's off the mark. Come out on the run. Red missed the layup. Rebound put back up and in.
Rebound and basket, Austin Red.
58-50. Back in and out is Malcolm Rather. Back to the top of the key. Three ball in the corner. That won't go. And the rebound to Red. Down the lane. Wow, nice little finger roll there from Joshua Green, finishing that drive. Now 60-50, back the other way. Layup no good. Rebound kicked out, Sweat with it. Oh, circle back around. And jumping for the free throw line is good. Austin Red again. And we got a full timeout to Grace. 62-50, 4:14 left. Back with more in a moment. You're watching the NACA. Out of the timeout. Price with it here. The wing, Wilson tried to go in the post. That's knocked away and stolen. Timothy Green has it. Skip pass ahead is knocked away and stolen. Glasgow down the lane and finishes with the right hand.
Glasgow.
62-52. Final 3:40 of this one. Green down the lane, and Joshua Green finishes with the left hand. 64-52, there's another turnover. Baseline, Red with it, goes off the glass and scores. Whistle and a foul.
That was number 21, Joshua Green, his first team fourth.
Joshua Green with his first foul. That's the fourth on the team. As Malcolm Rather checks in. Turnaround jumper in the post, rattles around and out for Dorsum. Back the other way, whistle and a foul on Malcolm Rather. That's his second. And to the free throw line for Cornerstone goes David Melcher.
David Melcher to the line.
That free throw is good, and now one more coming. Rattles in and out. 67-52. And swung across. 3-ball on the wing. That's no good. Rebound by Red underneath. And now Green, no. Rebound tipped up. Grace on the run again. Down the lane, and that layup is good by Tyler Dorsum. Back the other way. Quick pass ahead. And a layup for Sweat. Dorsum's pass deflected, picked off. A whistle and a charging foul on Dorsum. Sweat having some trouble getting up off the floor. Devin, an all-region, all-star player. Austin Red, by the way, was all-state, all-region, and all-star. Sweat, if he is having some difficulties, would be a big loss, averaging 10 points and 4 rebounds a game. You know, Austin Red started a little bit slow in this game, but then came on strong late. For sure in this fourth quarter, Austin averaged 15 points and 11 boards. He's had the rebounds there all game. The points haven't quite been there until late, but he's managed to finish 3 or 4 times at the rim as Sweat gets some help off the floor. This ball kicked off into the corner, and we've got a turnover on the Cougars. Underneath, there's a nice strong move to the rim by PJ Winters, 69-56. And we got a turnover in the backcourt, and that layup is good. And a timeout, 69-58 to 137 left. Back with more in just a moment. You're watching the NACA. So the Cougars bring it up, leading 69-58 out of this timeout. Red with it. And gets it back up front. And down the lane, we got a whistle and a foul.
Foul number 5, PJ Winters, his third, team 8.
So PJ Winters picks up his third. It's the team 8th. Again, Austin Rudd at the line. He's accomplished 1,000 points. And his career so far, and Austin is just a junior. By the way, Joshua Green also has accomplished 1,000 points. A lot of scoring on this team. 3-ball in the corner, that wouldn't go. 70-58 with 1:02 left. This will go back to Grace. And that's stolen away. That knocked out of bounds. It will stay with the Cougars. Underneath, could pass ahead, and the layup by Austin Red. 3-ball in the wing, that wouldn't go. Red with the board. Whistle and foul on Marquise Wilson, his third. And now David Melcher to the free throw line. By the way, this is the first year for Cornerstone being here at NACA. 74-58. 3 ball on the baseline wouldn't go. A whistle on a foul as Glasgow will foul out.
Glasgow is 5th, team 10. PJ Winters back in and Joshua Green to the line.
Free throw here off the mark. Green will have one more coming. $75-58. 3 ball in the corner. That's good.
Basket by Robert Twine.
And a timeout to Grace. We'll take a break, come back with more in a moment. You're watching the NACA. We'll pass it to Red. Another foul.
His first. Austin Red to the free throw line for 2 shots.
We've approached the point of the game where that is relatively pointless. 75-61. Free throw good. All you're doing at this point is letting the lead grow. So Red makes a pair. We're 20 seconds of this game. New ball on the baseline is off the mark. And Austin Red will bring it up and hold there in the front court. This is taken away. And Winters will finish with that, and that will do it. 77-63 is the win for Cornerstone. Finals off for Grace. 12 points for Malcolm Rather, including a 3 and 1 of 1 from the line. 13 for Marquise Wilson, including 3 threes. 11 for PJ Winters, including 1 3-point field goal. 10 points for Jalen Glasgow, 2 for Marquez Rather. 12 points for Tyler Dorsum, including a 3 and 1 of 2 from the line. Grace, 7 of 21 from 3-point range. For Cornerstone, 10 points for Devin Sweat, including 2 3-point field goals and 2 of 2 from the line. Jonathan Anderson with 3 points. He was 1 of 1 from the line. 12 points for Elijah Cundiff, including 2 of 4 from the free throw line. 19 points for Joshua Green. He was 3 of 5 from the line. 10 points for David Meltzer, including a 3 and 3 of 4 from the stripe. 23 points for Austin Red. He was 5 of 6 in the free throw line. Cornerstone, 3 of 8 from 3-point range. About 10 minutes away from the start of our next game. You've been watching the NACA National Tournament.